Well, welcome back. QFLW action. It's Pride round 13 here at Moreton Bay Central Sporting Complex. It's a 2-point ball game. Yeronga leading the Red Lionesses 3-4-22. Yeronga 3-2-20. UQ, of course, without Dakota Davidson, gone in the first term with a broken finger. And the story of the second term was it was all Yeronga. They held UQ without a goal for over half an hour, but a late one there kicked by Nat Grider just got them back in the game, and it's a 2-point game. And as Craig Starskovich rejoins me in the commentary box, this game, it could go either way at this point.
Yeah, it has been a good contest so far, Nick. Good clearance there by UQ with Grider and Conan involved, but they're going to need to get busy, players of that ilk.
So the footy manages to get its way out of the contest. Good umpiring just to let it go there. As Grider comes in with a hip and shoulder and backs it up in the tackle, appeals for holding the ball. She's going to be pinged. She is. Good start by UQ. Nat Grider, she's got one this afternoon. This is better ball movement. We haven't seen much of this afternoon. It's Conan. She gets on the right foot, looking for the leading target. Well, coming across.
Good grab.
Oh no, very good grab. Coming across is Bodie, but we've got to play it out.
I reckon it's better taking the mark.
Yeah, she's done that really well. I thought she was about to be cut off there by Greta Bodie, but she's taking that out in front there as Rach Vetter. Got one this afternoon.
She might be the one to get down there and help Megan Hunt. She's a good grab and normally a good shot at goal.
I reckon she had the distance there, so she goes to the top of the square. Ball bounces over the top. This is very dangerous. They can get a boot to it. Can she? Can. Yes, she can. Nat Grider left unchecked. Front and centre for the drop of the ball. Just walked that one in. So dream start to the second half by UQ. They go to 4-2-26. Yeronga 3-4-22, and you can't leave a player like Nat Grider unchecked, Stars.
No, you can't. She's normally a good hard runner, and she showed that there. She was involved with the centre clearance and pushed all the way forward to get on the end of that one. And looks like she's going back to the middle as well. So they're going to need her run, and they're going to need Bree Conan's run to try and unravel Yeronga here.
As I said, without the tall target down forward, but just the way they were setting up outside the forward 50, looking to come in from the opposite side of the ground. It's the first time we've seen them do that all afternoon, so a lot better there, and I reckon that might have been the message from Coach Lee Whitehorn at half-time. So 4-point lead to UQ, currently sitting in 5th, everything to play for this afternoon. It's very warm out there, very big ground out here at Moreton Bay, Stars, and
it is warm. It's mid-20s, Nick, and the players don't normally play at midday, so they're all feeling it a little bit today.
They're usually playing around the 4:45 time slot, so UQ, a bit of time and space to work with, and they go back inside, a little chip off the ground. It works, just trying to bustle away through the contest. Manages to get the hands out now. But the umpires have been good this afternoon, just letting these play on. We're going to have the ball up now. Yeronga side of the centre circle, of course, Pride round this weekend. All clubs playing out here this weekend at Moreton Bay, celebrating inclusion, the LGBTIQ community. Right foot chip comes. It's a nice ball there from Greta Bodie. Puts it out into space. Foot race on 2-on-2. Needs to come in the tackle. Manages to bring it down. Second effort was good. And a bit of space here. It's taken out by M. Bates.
It's been terrific, Prajelli, across half-back for Yeronga. She comes out and meets the contest.
Well, they've turned it over in the middle there despite all best efforts. They're taken out in the chest in front. It's a strong defensive mark, and they can rebound over the back. Puts Collingwood under a bit of pressure against her old club. Megan Hunt, she's pushed right up the ground. Now finds Bodie. Bodie takes a bounce. Just really gets under that one. It's going to make Fitzpatrick work for this, and just not the right kick inside the forward line. So you're a little bit wasteful in the last couple of entries, but they're going to get a chance again. They've set up well behind the contest. Shoveling those hands back, it's Childers. Under a bit of pressure. They're going to look to just keep going down the line. The energy's there. Megan Hunt, she's going to apply the pressure, hands over the top, and they did well to just move that footy out. So we're going to have a ball up about 60 metres out from UQ's goal, of course kicking to the left of your screen.
Just change things up a little bit has Lee Whitehorn across half forward. He's just got a little bit more movement, a little bit more pressure around that part of the ground to try and not let Yeronga out of that part of the ground as easily as they were in the first half.
The voice of Lions AFLW coach Craig Starskovich you're hearing. The Lions another forward entry, but just getting caught a little bit under the ball there was Fitzpatrick, and pressed up against their line. Devils, they look like it's going to go straight up the middle of the ground. Smart kick. It's worked out well, so now a bit of space to work with.
Yeah, it's good footy by Yorston there to roll on quickly. Got some options out here now, if they can work it out of the back half.
So Hart kicks it long down centre wing and just straight through the middle of the pack. Lovely by Mia Walsh and puts it out deep into the forward line. It's a 2-on-1. It's got to be good here as Jesse Keefe. And there's a hold there. Well, I thought there was a hold, but in fact it was just shoveled out two-handed. So going to escape here, and that's Henning.
It's a good tackle by Jesse Henning, normally really reliable.
Yeah,
turns it over though.
Desperation was good. Hart goes alongside the forward line again, so we can escape again here, Yuki. So good back on their line. Maloney are in the number 8, and that's a really good lead. Now I want to try and go as central as possible here, the Lionesses.
Good kick. It was risky coming up through the middle, but found Bodie, and now Moran, I think, with a long kick.
I think it's the way they're going to have to play this afternoon. Is Hunt, she's pressing right up this afternoon. Already got 1. Takes her total to 25, leading the goal kicking this year. And I thought it was a dangerous... I was going to say that she called the mark. UQ players say that's questionable, but held it for just long enough. So across the half back line, UQ's really keeping the pressure on them. We saw it start to turn up a bit late in that second term, and they seem to have carried out the same message. Just try and work it out of the contest now as pocket's been picked, and now Yeronga have a good chance. Kicks to a 1-on-1. Spills to the front of the pack. They need runners coming off the outside. Get it back in the middle, slips over, and no, in fact, push called. So it's going Yeronga's way. It's Goodwin. Leads come. Called to play on now off her line. Look at the McDonald direction. Can't be brought down. Umpire lets it go for a bit and says, I'll have that, thank you very much. So, you have a ball up about 40 metres out from Yeronga's goal. And, well, UQ, they've been desperate in defence so far to start this third term, Stars.
Yeah, they have. There's definitely a lot more energy to their play at the moment, but Yeronga are pressing.
Well, the opportunity's got to come soon. They trail by 4, Yeronga sitting in second place. Looking to wrap up the top 2 spot, guarantee that double chance. We can't do it this week, there's always next week, but for UQ, everything to play for, and right now they're playing like it. Gang tackle there at the half-back flank, and we're going to have another ball up. 7.5 minutes gone, second term.
Someone at this stoppage needs to get their hands on it and drive out of the congestion rather than the random hand pass forward.
Yeah, it's just been bobbling around just that little bit. Just need to hit the pack with pace, and that she does, Alex Moran. The hand back goes only as far back as Walsh. A little chip inside, and arm over the shoulder there, and a bit of a hold. So
good contest.
Yeah, UQ are holding their bodies really well in front of these contests, and that time it was Grider pushing all the way back.
She's definitely lifted her work rate, but good contest between her and Heslop, that last one.
This might be a chance here, but she's not going anywhere. Gang tackled again, so the game's been well umpired so far. Just letting it go on a little bit. And manages to get away out of the pack really well. M. Bates. Just along with a dangerous position, but just coming in over the top well. That was Martin. Little chip. Finds Grider. Goes up against the line on the half-back flank, and she might go short. No, he doesn't. Goes a little bit longer, but just waiting for it there was Nat Thomas. Thomas is going to have to go again. Clever little tap backwards. Once Goodwin goes back again. Sam Virgo. Virgo has to be smart. Chips inside the corridor. Brought down by Collingwood. Got a number on the outside here, Yeronga. Couldn't quite pick that one up. Forced to go again. But they're working hard, the Lions. Childers. Hands back out. Intercepted there by Walsh. Gets the hands back. Has to go again. Right foot snap. Didn't quite work out. Are they clean? They're not, because they've got the numbers on the outside of the pack. Yeronga. Virgo has to go again. She's going to try and look to find some space. Right foot ball. Out towards the far half forward flank. Tapped ahead. It's looking for Goodwin. Hands back now. Conan. That's a really good kick. Spots up McGorm on centre wing.
It's mopped up really well around the back of that pack. McGorm will go back to Conan now.
Just has the ability to control the tempo of the game, does Brie Conan. Looks, just always has that extra second when the ball's in her hands, but that's a strong tackle there on the half-forward flank. That footy's not going anywhere. We're going to have a ball up.
She's doing across half-back, similar to what Virgo's doing across half-back for Yeronga at the moment. They're both composed and good users of the footy, so they're setting up nicely for their respective teams.
Well, the number on the outside is UQ. Ball hits the deck. Dangerous position. Picked up by Bodie. Snap over the top. Now that was touched. And it doesn't really matter anyway. Through for a minor score. So UQ, they go to 4-3-27. They lead Yeronga 3-4-22. 10 minutes played third term. Stars, you've just wrapped up the QW Winter Series as well. And from all accounts, job well done. And what do you take out of it?
Yeah, we use Winter Series to play and trial people from the QAFL who aren't already AFLW listed players. So there's a number of those playing out here today, actually. So we also ended up listing Greta Bodie, who's a rookie from soccer. And she's made quite an impact since she started playing QAFL. So we were pretty keen to get her on the list as quick as we could. But others, Dakota Davidson, Maria Maloney, have played with us across the winter and done quite well. Plus our academy players also. We like to have a look at how they fit into the group and what they bring to the table before drafting comes around. So it's really worthwhile from our point of view to do that.
A little hand pass over the top to herself. That wasn't bad from Bodie at all. Kicks to the hot spot. Can it be brought down in time? No, it couldn't by Brennan. Ball still bumbling around the forward pocket. So we're going to have a ball up 15 metres out up against the boundary from UQ's goal. And they put another one in front. They might make it a little bit difficult for Yeronga Stars.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be a tight scoring day. You can't see either team, blowing this out and getting a 2 or 3 goal lead. So any score's a premium at the moment.
And just like car parks, at an absolute premium this afternoon down here at Moreton Bay.
Good sign.
Absolutely. Great,
Good sign.
Great afternoon for AFL Queensland.
Got what have we got? 16 teams playing here at this precinct today, when you include the development league as well. So it's a big day of female footy.
Footy's wrapped up again, about 30 metres out from the Lionesses' goal.
I think the other thing too, the clubs know that they're on show. There's other teams watching them. I think that brings a bit of lift in performance as well. You can see how desperate the players are in this game. They are doing it a bit tough because it's quite a warm day, but you can see the intensity around this contest just with a lot of other sets of eyes watching them today that they wouldn't normally have.
And yeah, I think your eyes as well quite important to a lot of these girl stars as Brennan gets it going back to Maloney. Kick goes out in front, just roving out the front of the pack. There was Bodie, and Bodie puts it through the middle. You can feel that goal was coming for UQ. And they go further ahead now, 5-3-33. They lead Yeronga 3-4-22, and just perfect front and centre there from Greta Bodie Stars.
Yeah, that's what we like about her. She's in that part of the ground. She's really dangerous. She's the hook around the corner for a soccer player is quite a natural kicking action for a start, but she can execute that really well. But it's the other thing she does. She's very strong at a ground level contest. She's good in the air, and she'll run and carry as well. So we're pretty excited about what she'll bring to our team going forward. But UQ have really lifted the ante here, raised the work rate, probably from that, as we spoke about, the last 3 or 4 minutes, Nick, of the first half, and they scored that goal late, and now they're really on top.
I've been so desperate in defence as well. We've seen Grider pushing right down to cut balls off and really nullified the impact of Jesse Keefe and Courtney McDonald, who've scored all of Yeronga's goals so far. Really just taken away that tall marking option as they get down there, and they've got their hands on the footy again. UQ puts it out in front of Grider, as we just spoke about. She takes a run and a bounce, gets a kick away, but absolutely buried in the tackle. Nothing wrong with it though. Play on. And now we've got a whistle coming out of the contest, and it's going the Devils' way. So they need to start picking it up now. Just being put under pressure. As we said, well, it was an interesting advantage call not given in the second term. We were all wondering at the time whether it might cost them. Not really given, so went back, took the kick, went through for a behind, and well, 1 point instead of 6 might come to hurt them later in the game. So kick goes forward, but just no one home for UQ, and so that's intercepted nicely by Yeronga, and called to play on, goes back inside, finds the fluoro wheels of Matty Goodwin.
They're just chipping it around here, Yeronga. They're looking like a team that's a little bit gassed from chasing for the first 14 odd minutes of this quarter, so they're trying they're finding it difficult now to create some run and create some, offensive opportunities for themselves.
And with that fatigue comes errors as it's turned over. It's Grace Elliott who gets it going forward. Doesn't quite hit the target, just overruns the top of it there. Good tackle, nicely done. Virgo's down there being industrious. She might have to carry her team on her back a little bit. And there's a sort of desperate call for deliberate there. Rare that's going to be given, especially if you're kicking towards your forward line.
Well, they do call them, Nick.
Yeah, they do.
You see a lot of them in this day and age. But
I love the way the players appeal for it.
Well,
kind of like LBW, if you appeal just enough,
correct.
You might just get it.
Nothing wrong with appealing. I encourage our players to do it all the time. You do it respectfully and ask the umpire. I think there's nothing wrong with that. And it just shows good footy smarts if you are.
So 11 points the margin, 15 and a half gone, third term, just over 4 minutes to play. And everything to play for UQ as they go forward again. Hunt's dangerous down here, but nice mark taken back in defence, and they can open up this ground if they choose to. They do. They've got a bit of space to work with. Got to be good with the hands. Big Polly Farmer style hand pass there. Now they can run and gun Yeronga. Chip over the top. She's got a little bit of space here. Has Hutchinson. She chooses to run on. About to be mown down by Marley. Now they keep running. Kick inside. That was Hart. Goes forward. And that is a good piece of play there by Yeronga Stars.
Yeah, great footy. Started from deep in defence. Jade Prajelli's been super for him in the back half. She was the intercept mark. Got it out to Nat Thomas. Thomas was the one with the really long hand pass to Hart. And now it's found its way all the way to McDonald, lining up for number 3.
Absolutely belted that hand pass. Carried about 20 metres there. It was
beauty,
phenomenal.
Just amazing what that does to open up the game though, doesn't it?
It does. So Courtney McDonald, 2-2 this afternoon. Gives it a ride, swinging left. Tapped over the line for a minor score. So a bit of a circuit breaker. That's what they needed, Yeronga.
It's the only time this quarter really, Nick, that they've really run the ball and had some space and used it and made UQ defend.
Well, UQ have been pretty good at shutting down the corridor, and we saw them chipping around about 5 minutes beforehand, but all of a sudden when they chose to take the game on and actually just run and gun, all of a sudden the game opened right up for them. So the momentum continues to swing in this game, and Collingwood on the far side of the ground against her old club. Gets it going with the right. She's got a target all on her own. Bit of loose checking there from UQ. This opens it up a bit.
Yeah, when it comes back from the defensive 50 exit, often people are out of position, but good intercept mark there by Bree Conan.
Well, they know she's going to have to be big late in this game. Experienced campaigner Conan, the inaugural AFL.
Good kick. Thought she might have changed direction, but she had Grider loose out there and found her.
Grider's finding a bit of space this afternoon. She's been up and down all over the ground, so on a warm afternoon, late July here in Queensland, the ability to run out a game is so important.
Yeah, they're all going to have to find something for the last 20 minutes because, what have we got, a 10-point game at the moment, so Yeronga well within striking distance, but UQ have shown a bit of intent this quarter, rolled their sleeves up and worked hard and run hard. Going to need more of that in the last quarter.
So just under 2 minutes to go, third term here at Moreton Bay Central Sporting Complex. Goes down the line, and that's a good, I was going to say good mark back with the fly, and yeah, fair enough, pay that. Backing back with courage there. Chooses to go back inboard. Little chip. Doesn't quite find the target, but manages to bounce up in time. So they set up well behind the ball again, Yeronga. Now they can get this going forward into a bit of space. Needs to take this on the first bounce. Does so now, wrapped up in a tackle. Strong tackle there from Michaela Martin. Feels for holding the ball, but she made an effort. No prior opportunity. So ball up. Yeronga's side of the ground. Trying to be a comfort position here. It's a little chip going forward. Doesn't quite work out. They go again. Yeronga get the kick over the top. This could be dangerous. Picked up over the back. McGorm. She's been good in defence. Just kicks the ball long, but it's all Devils players down there. Black jerseys left, right and centre. But she's about to be wrapped. Oh, I thought she was about to be wrapped up, but wasn't. Gets the kick going forward. Taken on the first bounce. Handball back inside. Shows it a little bit of candy. Not bad from Mia Walsh. Back inside. Kick smothered. Still around the half-forward flank. Attacking it with pace there. Was Pearce, but overran it. Hands back now. Has to double back. Work overtime now. Does Hart. Kicks inside. Walsh. Right foot ball inside. Has to be taken. Right arm. And she plucked that one very well. Kayla Martin.
Great grab.
Stuck out the right juke and it stuck. So now they've just opened this up, and this is where they can be very dangerous. But just rush the kick a bit, and as we said, they've set up well behind the ball, Yeronga. Pressure's going to come now from Naomi Fitzpatrick. Virgo, she's been busy, hands back. They're going to settle it down, but just kicking as you step backwards there, and that's taken out in front now by Yeronga. And well, that is half time. So it is a 10-point game. 5-3 UQ plays Yeronga at 3-5-23. And that quarter definitely belonged to the Red Liners, the Stars.
Yeah, definitely, Nick. They were pretty strong from the get-go. Won the first clearance and set up a lot of scoring opportunities after that. Kept the ball in their forward half a fair bit of that quarter. Yeronga finished off quite strongly there, but couldn't capitalise on the scoreboard. But still, 10 points in it. You know, could go either way at this point. But the more desperate team that quarter looked like UQ, particularly around the stoppages.
Well, it was a hot afternoon out here at Moreton Bay, round 13, QFLW Pride round. It's a 10-point ball game. We'll be back very shortly with the big final term. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back shortly.